Hello, YouTube people. Woo! Um, we are looking at something today that I do fairly regularly, which is preparing pre-production. Preparing pre-production. That's not so easy to say. Um, which means I'm going to work with the band on their album, and I'm looking at this file here, which is their practice room recording. In this case, I actually have a band that recorded this with a click, which is very nice, so that it actually lines up perfectly on the grid, because usually I've got like this section, for example, which would be, a little bit faster than this, and we're going to have to do some time stretching and actually so that I can get the practice room recording on my grid so that it works in the same tempo. But we don't have to do this because they are pretty good playing to a click. Now, they gave me, I'm going to show this to you, which is very professional. Very happy that they do this. They gave me this PDF with their parts, the way that they see the parts, how they interpret their parts, where the guitar player used the capo, length of the song, plus the tempo. Now, the tempo they gave me for this, sadly, is wrong. They said tempo 54. Now that's a very, 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 very slow tempo. It's not correct, but that's the only time when it wasn't correct, so I had to find out what it is. It's a 6/8 in, as you can see clearly here on the transport control doohickey in Cubase 7. We're using Cubase 7, by the way, on a PC. 81 beats per minute. So if I take this hi-hat click that I made, it should go along with the song. Let's try this. And even if you do this later in the song, if I'm correct, it should still work. Yeah, they play nicely to a click. So my job is it to now do pre-production, which means I'm going to program the drum part that the drummer played, for us to go and put the rest of the band on it, and actually to have the song malleable, meaning you can still form it. So let's assume I get the drummer in the studio and I let him record the way that he played the part on the song. That would be all nice and good if it was the final version of the song that we wanted, but we still want to be able to form it, talk about breaks, talk about speeds, talk about many things, take parts in and out, and form the song, which I can't do if I have the drum recording from him as the first element of the production. So we're going to recreate what he did and already talk about, the form of the song, and then build the whole production on that programmed part. And in the end, it's up to the band and us all together to decide whether to replace it with real drums, or if they say, well, this is actually fine, and what's the point in replacing it? We can save some money. But it's not meant to say we program this period. It's meant so that we can still form the song. So let's look at it. Nice song in 6/8. It's a German song, and we got an intro here. Let's listen to it. Length, okay. I think, it's a little bit on the longer side. We can see up here, we start at about 11 seconds and it goes to under 30, so 25 seconds, something like that. Is that correct? No. That is totally wrong. 11 to 29 is 29, 11, 29, 28, 20, 18 seconds. Something like that. Yeah, I'm a musician. So what I'm going to do is I've got my colors. I've got loads of colors, as you can see. I'm a color Nazi. Not because I'm German. Shut up. So that's my intro color. But I will immediately always see that's intro. Also my color for electric guitars. But in parts, it's for intro. So now let's listen to, by the way, the practice room recording is really nice because it's good enough so that I can hear the bass drum, hear all the different parts. I can hear the guitar, I can hear the the bass, so that when I'm building this pre-production, I have enough information to build my chord track, and when the band comes in, it's all there to start working. So let's listen.
Schenk mir den Moment und tauch ihn ins Glück hinein. Benutz warme Farben, sei nur mit Gartenzahlen. Und ich weiß, dass mein Leben mehr bietet als das, was ich bisher gesehen hab. Und ich zähl mich auf.
I would definitely want to talk to him about the lyrics here, because I would, want this to rhyme, but we kind of disagree on whether it should rhyme or not. So we'll talk about that when they're here. So the whole thing comes again, and that's nice.
Tief atme laut, atme, weiter zu leben, weiter zu leben.
And now here is where I see a problem. This is so nice. It's grooving in the 6/8, and you can nod your head to it, and it's very nice, and it's got flow. And then they always do this, and we talked about this. They will break up the flow before the chorus with a clean guitar part that slows down, and so they always just slam on the brakes. And for this song, if we listen to this part, we're gonna give this the verse A color and verse B color. Just subdividing it a bit. And so we got this part now.
Immer wieder nur ein kleiner Schritt, wieder nehme ich nur die Hälfte mit, dann wieder neu anzufangen. Gib mir ein Licht und wir gehen auf die Reise. Gib mir ein Plan und das alles zu bereiten.
So, a great chorus. This part, what's the point? So I could say we need this second half of it as a pre-chorus. Let's listen to that as a pre-chorus.
Immer wieder nur ein kleiner Schritt, wieder nehme ich nur die Hälfte mit, dann wieder neu.
That's not bad, but keeping the groove going. So what I would suggest, and keep in mind this is not my music, so these are suggestions from me as a producer. I will cut this up, I will change it the way I think the song would be, but when the band comes in and they're gonna go, yeah, but we really want it like this. Well, then we drink some coffee and I try to convince them that that's a really stupid idea and I'm completely right and awesome. But if they disagree, we will of course do what the artist wants. I will tell them, well, I don't think it's a good idea, but it's the artist and I'm merely making suggestions. So I would do this, keep this as a pre-chorus, but again, keep the flow of the drums going and don't stop it. Of course, lyrically this doesn't work, but we'll talk about that as well once they're in the studio. That is stuff to work on. So, totally great. Then we've got this break after the chorus. Chorus will be dark blue. Torn. Is that, should we just keep the flow going and keep this as after the second chorus as an idea to go into a bridge, or is it good here? We're gonna keep it. I mean, I don't have to change everything. As much as I can. No, that's a stupid color. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Color here. As much as I can keep from the original ideas and still have the song work, I would like to. So I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna have a verse again, this time with more busy drums. Busier drums. We have A, B again. Very nice. And again, we slam on the brakes. Such a nice 6/8. So we're gonna do the same thing here.
Immer wieder nur ein kleiner Schritt, wieder
But we're gonna
nehme ich nur
keep the
die
drums
Hälfte
going.
mit. Immer wieder
Not this cymbal planky crap. Who that's just slamming on the brakes. That's for a pop rock song. That's dangerous.
fang, gib mir ein Licht.
We could keep this, you know, pause here, so he's got the pickup with the vocals, which is very nice. And similar color, is it? Yep, same thing. And we got the chorus. Great chorus. It's gonna be epic. Nice bridge. Question is that necessary to have this here? Tough. And I'm thinking if we have a drum part that goes something like this, maybe. Let's see if I can do this. Let me see. Here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my drums. Okay. Where are we? So. Ooh, that is very loud, Tom. What in the world happened here? I'm gonna have to take my whole level down a bit. More. Okay. Can I go on eighth notes? Oops. Come on. Hello. And do that for the snare. Actually, funny enough, not what I wanted. I heard that wrong. We can do that. Something like that. And of course, we're gonna go and swing it a bit and randomize it a bit. See, they just moved around. Stomp in quarter notes, why not? Stupid idea with the quarter notes. Okay. I'm gonna have to build those as well. Like this. So maybe if we have this going on, then it's a nicer bridge from here to that part, which we're gonna make green. And we can keep this theme after the chorus in there. Something like that, you know, why not? So I'm thinking with some work, not dropping everything out again, this could work. So question here is length. Is that too long for the bridge? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. I'm just gonna subdivide here. 1, 2, 3, 4. chorus. I was like, what are they doing there? Are they going down again with the dynamics and have like a clean thing, which they like to do? But no, it's actually the chorus, so that's good.
Gib mir dein Plan, das alles zu begreifen. Gib mir dein Herz, ich will niemals an dir zweifeln, niemals an dir zweifeln.
Of course, that break a little bit too much. And we need to bring the actual melody back, not just the ad-libs.
Dein Licht, gib mir dein Plan, gib mir dein Herz, gib's mir.
That's a little bit. I see what they're trying to do, and I think we can make that work. Not quite like that. Give this the outro color, which is saying the intro color. But now look at this. I got something to work with, and I can actually just see from my colors that this is a usable form. I got intro, verse A and B. Well, it's a little bit long, but it's a good verse. Now we've got a little bit of a transitional bridge, chorus, 2-bar interlude, same thing again, same block again. So that's nice, good pop songwriting. And we got a bridge, kind of big, but okay, and quiet chorus, which kind of needs a different color, I think. Quiet chorus, there we go. Quiet chorus and big ending chorus, outro, all clocks in at 4:30, let's say. Yeah. Hey, that's a good song. If you want to see me do some drums to that, you're probably gonna have to click on the next video. Otherwise, this one's gonna be too long. Is it? Who knows? Nah, screw it. We're gonna do some drums now. Very cool drum part. Gotta admit that. Toby's playing something very cool. Is his name Toby? I think his name is Toby. I'm gonna guess just call him Toby. Let's call the drummer Toby. There we go. I'm gonna listen to what he's doing. So we're gonna start with the bass drum. There we go. I already have a kit built for them, which works in BFD2. Got a nice Ludwig snare, very nice Yamaha bass and toms, of course, and the new Zildjian cymbal kit from BFD, from F Expansion, very nice. Of course, mix-wise, this is just basic. This will have to come out in the mix differently. We'll see once the instruments are on there. So he's doing the same theme on the snare. I can change, can you see this up here? I can change my quantization with the Q and W key. I put that on there. So I can just skip back and forth. If I'm on 16th, I hit the R, and I'm on triolisch, that means triplets. Okay. Wherever I am, I just hit the E, I'm back to 16th notes. So I can always change my quantization relatively quickly. So there's the snare part. So what's he doing with the hi-hat? Kind of sounds like he's playing only in between. Let's really listen to that. Weird, but not bad. I mean, it's kind of original. So we're gonna keep that. Now, how are we gonna do this? So how am I changing the dynamics here, you ask? Look up here. originally, I don't know why, these levels go down, 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 and then you've got a really loud one here. So this is my preset, 127, 180, 50, 15. And in your key commands, right there, under MIDI, you can define keys for those 5 levels. And I always had these here, so it's ASYXD. Now Y, the D, that just doesn't flow. Shouldn't it be ASDYX? Well, it's always been for me ASYX, and then later they added a 5th one, so I put the D there, because the C I need for other things. So if you could follow me on that, way to go. If not, ignore what I just said. So with those keys, with my left hand, without moving it too much, I can see up there, I can change the dynamics. So, okay, let's try this. Gonna listen to it in solo mode. Okay, why not? And get it open right here. And we're gonna vary it a bit. So let's listen. Okay. Now, how can I make this a little bit more? Let's assume he's just riding the snare a bit. Keeps it just a little bit fresh, which means nothing. People say fresh all the time. I don't know what that means. So I'm going to swing it just the tiniest bit. Can you see the 16th line? So every second 16th. Can you see that right there? How they're moving back? So it actually shows you visually. Shows you visually. Shows you audibly. Shows you smell. No, it shows you that what it's going to do. So then I can say, which is important to me, that it doesn't show you the randomness. Zufall is German for random. Can make that a couple ticks. Then again, then I say apply, and now it applied. It did that. So I kind of maybe want something on the 1 here, but before I do that, I copied it. How did I do that? Okay, I grab it. While I'm holding the left mouse key, I'm holding Alt, pulling it over, and I let go. And there you copied it. Another way to do this is you grab it down here. See what you do there? No, that doesn't work. So what you do is you hit Alt before you grab the corner, and then you see it changes from the arrows into the little pen. And then you drag it. And then it shows you in 2 measure increments that it's copying it. So, again, I didn't explain what I did. So I've got these 2 parts, but I want to see them in one. Because if I click in here, I only see this part. Where's my other part? Can't see it. It's not there. So, even if I select both of them, now I can jump back and forth. But who wants it? I want this to be one part. So I hit 4 on my, not the numeric keypad, on my normal numbers. And that switches between all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I hit the 4, which glues. Glue them together. Now, if I want my markers, or my left and right locators, not my markers, my locators, to be around this part, I can either go Control click, Alt click, Control click, Alt click, Control click, Alt. So Control is left, Alt is right. Or the much easier way, click on this, hit P, bang, and it's around your part. So even if I'm here with my locators, I double click on this, and now I want to jump to the left of this part. The only way to do this is you click here. And you always have to click here and click and click and click. So what I do is I hit P, check this out, bang. My locators are around the part that I'm editing right now. Now on the numeric keypad I can hit the 1, which brings me to the left. So let's say I'm around this part. I'm editing here, and I want to just go straight to the left and listen to it. So you hit P1, go. That's how that is done. Now I've got a 4-measure thing, and I can actually go and put a little bit of a symbol on it. Maybe not too hard. Oh, there's a symbol. Why? Because the key map in BFD is not set up right. So all I do is I load the preset and I load their preset. But instead of loading the whole thing, all I do is select key map. And now I should have the correctly set up key map so that this actually gives me something. Way to go. Let's try this. We could maybe put a pedal on the 1. Let's see what he does back here as a break, if he has a break. Ah. That's what he does. Okay. Do the snare there too. And he opens it at the end. Okay. There goes 30 seconds and see if that's what he's doing. Why not? There we go. Oh, that is a note that I don't want. Yeah, it's not sounding right yet. Too hectic. Okay. Weird. I have a feeling that the second snare could be a little bit more laid back. So turn off the grid with the J. And move the second snare back a bit. Then goes for the bass drum. A little bit more laid back. I think that feels better. Okay, well now the basic groove's there. So all I gotta do is, well, find out where to copy that. Actually, he just did the first half twice. Let's see if we can come up with a better transition. Why not? then that would be our transition. And listen to that without the band. Colors are important, can you tell? Okay, there we go. Well, and that's pretty much what I do. And I'm gonna do this for the whole song. And might be that, I change a break here or there, that definitely in this part we need something. Let's just try this, why not? Keep the groove going, see what happens. You notice that without the groove here, he's actually losing the 6/8, which is also why this didn't work in the beginning. Now, once we record this, he will actually put himself on that groove a lot more, so the part will work. And then something like either completely gone for the drums there, or we go and have a... Oh no, we gotta put toms there, yeah. Big ass toms. And actually here, that's what we need. Beautiful, something like that. And then this whole section is just through the continuation of the groove from the verse. It works, and we got a little transitional bridge. So, but I'll let you guys go. You're probably all gone already. Are you gone already? So, if you want to, I'll show you guys how to do a drum map. I'll show you more about drum programming because know some things. So if you want to know about drum mapping, how to map it in BFD, how to build your kit there, or in Battery 4, or in Native Instruments, Modern Drummer, 60s Drummer, whatever, or the Drummer series, Drum Lab, all these are things I have dabbled in. So ask your questions, and I will ignore you. No, probably not. I'll probably make a video. So, good day to you.